I'm gonna be honest, I don't like the energy of today. My mommy senses are tingling. I'm feeling the need to be protective over a baby, over somebody's daughter, somebody's son. Today, somebody came through the drive-through and he was like an older guy. You could tell he was like a blue collar worker. He had like his debit card was dirty. His fingers looked like he had been working with his hands. Like it's just, you know what I mean? And then and he had like Spider-Man. Like he had like a nice shirt on. And then he had Spider-Man, a long sleeve Spider-Man shirt on, so you could like, and it was skin tight. It almost looked like one of those tattoo sleeves, but it was all Spider-Man. And I was like, all of us are just really somebody's kids. Like that just had to grow up because we had to grow up because that's like we had no choice. And I was like, I just felt like an overwhelming like that is just so cute and so sweet. And I was like, I love your shirt. That's so cute. And he was like, thanks. I was just like, that's somebody's baby. That's just so cute. And there's somebody out there watching this video, or if the watcher of this video is making somebody else feel like this, watch yourself, okay? Be very careful with how you talk and how you treat people right now, because there is heightened sensitivity around the world right now. And I know there's some people out there that's like, everyone's too damn sensitive, blah, blah, blah. Like, maybe just be careful with what you do and say. It's really just that simple. But yeah, I was meditating earlier and 3 movies popped up in my mind. Corpse Bride. There's a song from Corpse Bride where it's like, I don't remember how it goes at all. I just remember that I really like it. And like the theme of it is like, what does she have that's so great compared to me? So somebody might have like chosen, oh my God, I got a lot of these cards. It's fine. We're gonna do them. We're gonna use them. Somebody might have rejected you for somebody else, or might have stayed in a relationship that they weren't happy in. Something along those sorts. Somebody's confidence is so low right now, and it's only because they're basing their self-worth on the rejection of somebody else. And the other movies that came to mind were Phantom of the Opera and Beauty and the Beast. So all kind of like similar, different in intensities, but like similar themes. Especially Phantom of the Opera and Beauty and the Beast. But yeah, somebody's feeling like an ugly monster, feeling the need to hide away from the world, feeling like they don't deserve or they're not worthy of something good. Like maybe something keeps happening to somebody, like they keep opening their heart up, they keep getting really excited, they keep getting really happy, and then it just, things just fail. Like the connections don't go anywhere. They might be like, people might even like be mean to them, that they really like, that they really value, that they're somebody who you value their opinion was mean to you. We have anxious. We've literally got this one in like every single reading. So have this one, generous. Proud. I'm thinking of the movie, the famous scene in Notting Hill where she's like, the fame isn't real. Like, I'm just a girl asking a boy to love her. Like, somebody is too caught up in image. So either they're thinking this of themselves, or they got rejected because they weren't something enough, fill in the blank, cool enough, smart enough, hot enough, tall enough, whatever. Yeah, rejected. Baby girl. Confident. Somebody's confidence is like shot. Playful. Somebody might have even thought that they were playing with you, messing with you, just like that was their way of like poking fun at you in a flirty way, but they might have hit a nerve and they don't even know that they did. Or you might have done that to somebody. If you're kind of wondering, like, why did this person just vanish out of nowhere? Why did they start being cold with me? Why did they start being distant? Why did they start acting angry towards me? We got angry. Like, if you're confused as to a temperature change, it could be because you struck a nerve in them over something that you thought was just like playful. Or you didn't even think twice about it, you just said it. And they didn't have a reaction then and there, so you didn't even realize. Like, they might have just played it off really cool, like, oh, ha, ha, ha. And then they went home and were like, you, I keep getting, the other day I was driving and I saw this car with like 2 headlights, and the headlights look like big old buck teeth. And it made me think of the guy from Lilo and Stitch, the alien from Lilo and Stitch, the chunkier one. Like, he's a cute character. Like, he's cute. So is the other alien. Like, they're both like ugly cute in their own way, you know what I mean? Like, but something about teeth. I'm like, maybe they said like, I don't know. I don't know why I keep getting this image of teeth. Maybe you're really insecure about your teeth. Maybe you really love this person's teeth. They really like your teeth. Something with teeth. Biting. I don't know. Let me know. If I'm onto something and I just don't know exactly like the specifics of it, please let me know. Dreamy. Yeah, but somebody's really feeling like not good about themselves right now. But they're playing it off. They're really playing it off. Like, yeah, like everything's okay. I'm chilling, I'm fine. Or it's not even like a specific thing that happened between you guys. It's just kind of the way this person is. Like, they play it very cool because that's how they learn to stay safe in their formative years. Like, they learn that having big feelings, big emotion, talking about your feelings was seen as like attacking, and they don't want to have any conflict. Like, they walk on eggshells when it comes to their own emotions and the emotions of others, because maybe whenever they tried to be vulnerable about this kind of stuff in the past, it blew up in their face. So now they don't even get into that. They don't tell people when they're sad. They don't tell people when they're mad. They just always are like, I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm collected. And to like balance that out, they also don't show when they're extremely happy about something. They don't show when they're excited about something. They don't show when they're proud. They just like, they can't go either way. They always are just like staying in the middle, and they might not even know how now. They might be a little nervous. Like, if they start feeling anything that isn't nothing, it's scary for them. They're like, nah, no, this girl doesn't actually make me laugh and make me feel good. There's no way. Me, Mr. Cool Guy. Yeah, they're like they're playing it cool. They're playing it cool in order to stay safe, though. Oh my goodness. A bunch of cards keep popping out. Let's get some song cards. I was hearing a song earlier, Butterflies by Casey Musgraves, and then like I got 2 songs. I got that song, which is like sweet, cute, somebody who was lost and confused and kind of she has a line like trapped in the web and I was getting used to it, something like that. Like, very kind of just on survival mode, and somebody comes in her life, a lover comes and wakes her up and reminds her of her beauty and her power and her strength and gives her a second wind at life. I feel like you might have done this for them, but it's actually scaring them because they were so used to their safe space that they made for themselves, and you're disrupting it. We have Feels Like We Only Go Backwards by Tame Impala. Yeah, like they might have opened up and then shut back down, and maybe even went even further because they came out further than they ever have, which made them go in even further than they ever have, which is actually a good thing. They might be learning things about themselves. They might be opening up to new ideas about who they are instead of this image of like this perfect person that they pretend to be in order to please people, in order to avoid conflict, in order to avoid feelings, in order to avoid emotion, in order to just look a certain way to certain people who probably like don't really they probably don't even care that much about them anymore. They're just so used to wanting to please them, whether it's family, whether it's friends. Like, they're just so... I went through a phase in middle school. This is reminding me of this. I went through a phase in middle school where I pretended that I loved horror movies. But I got so into it because one of my friends was like, let's watch Saw. Let's watch all this other... And I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. Like, I'm cool. I'm cool too. And then literally, like, after maybe 4 months of going to her house at least once a week and watching a scary movie, a couple months in, I was like, honestly, I hate this. I would go back to watching Disney Channel. I love Hannah Montana. I watched Hannah Montana until I was like 20 years old. I have no shame about it. I like things that make me feel good. I like things that are cute and nice and pretty, if that's so wrong. So I think this person, like, might have fell into a crowd where they didn't really fit into, but they like contorted their bodies to fit into like their puzzle, and now they're realizing like, damn, I've been contorted here way too fucking long. Like, I'm uncomfortable now. I want to get out. I want to find a new puzzle to fit into and like really fit into, one that really accepts me for who I am. But they're afraid to fall out of that puzzle, because then they're just going to be a lost and lonely puzzle piece. And that's scary. They probably never have been alone, or never have like, or haven't in a long time, since maybe like middle school or wherever. Again, something about their formative years. Like, they've been that person, the person that they're pretending to be right now, for such a long time. They feel uncomfortable like trying to find themselves again, even though they know that where they are right now is not comfortable for them currently either. But they're kind of in limbo. They're kind of hesitating to make the choice to just like try something new. I know you think you sound silly when you call my name, but I hear it inside my head all day. Aww. Yeah, aw. I'm sorry, it's so cute. I feel like this person is so like they really like you. They really like the way that you make them feel. But they don't, but they're not used to it because it's different. Like, let's say this person is very like traditional, super good in school, went to college, got a degree, has a really good high paying job, all their family is highly educated, somebody like that. And then they meet somebody who's aspiring to be a stand-up comedian, and they're living in their parents' basement and whatever, like they're doing a lot of things that with society, and they're in their 30s, and this person is like late 20s, and they already have their shit together more than the other person. Like, they might be hearing in their mind like, what would my parents say, what would my friends say, what blah blah blah. But when it's just them two together, they're like, they make me so happy. They're so cute, they're so like silly, they're so fun. They make me remember to have fun in life. I look up to them. Like, even though society would say that I'm doing better, like, I look up to them because of how free they are, how beautiful they are, how happy they are. I'm seeing a huge smile in my third eye. So I think oh, did I already talk about this, about teeth? I keep seeing teeth. Did I talk about this already? I think I did. I'm kidding. Whatever. But yeah, they love your teeth. They love your smile. And it's crazy because they might, like, when they're alone with you, they're like, oh my God, they're so cute. Like, I love their crooked teeth. I love their smile. And then when they're around, like, their group of friends, they might be like, bro, their teeth are so, like, that fucking gap, though. Like, their friend might say that, and then they're like, oh, like, they fake laugh. Which is not cute, but it is really cute that, like, that they're opening them. They had a very, like, small-minded idea about what love could look like for them. It was very specific. And now you're opening their mind to the idea of more. Yeah, like, you might not know because this person doesn't show it to you because, like, yeah, like, it's a miracle what you're doing to this person. Because they really were set in their ways. And now they're questioning things. You're opening their mind. Literally, they're going through an awakening. Yeah, because they had such a specific idea of what love could look like for them, and it was very shallow and physical. And now that they understand that love can be deeper, it's opening their minds. I think they're going back and forth, though. They're like, yeah, maybe love isn't all just about, like, they might be just super young, immature. At least maybe they're older, like in their 30s, 40s, whatever, older, but they have only been in one relationship and it was only for like 3 months. You know, they might just not really have learned enough about love to realize that it's so much deeper than physical. But you're showing them the miracle of what love can do, and that love doesn't look like anything. It just feels. You feel it. Dynamic. They really like your guys' dynamic. They like how you guys are together. They like how you make them feel. They like how you guys can talk, how easily you guys can flow in conversation. They do find you attractive. You're feeling unattractive right now. Somebody's feeling really unattractive. That's how I started this reading. I started this reading angry. Now I'm super happy. That might be a reflective of how somebody's feeling here. Like, very back and forth between, like, I want it, I don't want it. I want it, I want it. He loves me not. He loves me not. Like, they're just not sure what the fuck. And we have synergy. Let's read these two. Dynamic. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease and great joy. Yeah, you're really changing their outlook on everything. This person might be a control freak, and you make them feel out of sorts. You make them feel out of control. They feel like they can't control you, and they feel like they can't control themselves around you, the way that they feel, the way that they think. They might not like, you might make this person laugh and they don't like it. It makes them feel weird because they're like, that person just genuinely made me laugh. Like, I like to choose when I laugh. I like to be, like, they're that much in control. They want to be that much in in control. So even if it's positive feelings, like you're making them feel happy, they don't like the fact that you're making them feel a certain way. They want to be in control of their own feelings. And they like people who are safe and don't make them feel. Or people that they can control. And they like to make them feel things, but they don't want people who can make them feel. You know? Like they want to have just like a very submissive, dominant relationship. They're not interested in like what is that, like when you like can switch, not even in a sexual way, by the way, but it can be sexual too, if that's where your mind went, girl. I ain't stopping you. Okay, synergy. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. Yeah, like their world is shattering in a good way. Might not feel good to them, but for you and for the connection, this is good. Let their world shatter. Oh, cute. It's so cute. Oh my god, that shit just flew out. Island by Miley Cyrus. I hear your voice like a song on the radio all day long because I've been missing you. Lonely. And that's the second. Wait, did we get lonely earlier? Oh, I put those away. Yeah. Yeah, they're really thinking about you more than they'll ever admit. This person, I hate to say this, I do, but this person may not ever in this lifetime actually tell you how they feel about you. Yeah, they might not. But I am here to tell you how they're feeling about you. But what I cannot tell you is if they're ever going to do anything about it. That's that empty space that we can never know. Because I can't tell the future. I don't believe anybody can actually tell the future. We can get really good at patterns to the point where we can predict the future pretty accurately. But there's no like scientific way to tell the future of what somebody's going to do. So I'm never gonna pretend to be able to tell the future. I'm not that kind of psychic. But this person, current energies, look what's at the bottom of this deck right now. We got another miracle card. 2 miracles. They're really seeing you as a miracle, but they're scared. They don't want to accept it. It's like God's like, here's a blessing. And then they're just like, but I like my life the way it is. And I don't think this person fits in. I don't know. Which is what's making you feel insecure. And babe, do not feel insecure. Literally do not. Because whatever you got going on, that you feel that is making you unworthy of love and acceptance, that is making you feel like you want to hide away from the world, the right people will be accepting. You might get rejected, but it'll be by the wrong people. Excuse me. So isn't that a good thing? I don't know. I understand fear of rejection. I really do, but to stop it from like doing things, speaking from personal experience, I've been rejected so many times, so many different scenarios, jobs, people, friendships, what have you. I embrace rejection now. Like, it always stings a little bit, like the moment it happens, and then the moment, it's like taking off a band-aid. The moment after it happens is like, okay, I can move on now. Like, I don't have to sit here and wonder and think about it. It's not meant for me. Thank you. Next. Thank you. Next.